Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then you wouldn't realize that this is a really different start to a video. But today, it's a weird time in the world right now, and I just thought I'm obviously going to be producing content through this time. Now more than ever, we need different variations of content to watch, and I just thought it would be fun to kind of film like a day in the life type video now that we are all having to self-isolate and stay at home. And I also kind of want to make this to look back on in the future and remember, you know, obviously fingers crossed when this is all over, that this was actually a thing. We are all sort of in a lockdown. So I just thought I would show you what I'm doing on the daily, on the reg, maybe to help you guys feel a bit more normal, keep you entertained. So yeah, I probably woke up about an hour ago, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still in bed. I was just going through TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and then I realized, like, okay, now is probably the time to get up and just do something productive. But don't worry, I'm not a weirdo. I do wake up and check my phone for like an excessive amount of time before I manage to do anything. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I am on TikTok now, as per your guys' request. And also in this time, that's another thing I recommend. Just get TikTok. It is so funny. Like, everyone's videos on there are so creative, so funny, and making them yourself is also just so fun. So yeah, if you're looking for another app to consume all of your time, then I do actually recommend TikTok. The hype is real. But yeah, I'm currently just in bed, but as I live on my own, when I wake up, I do just kind of like to get the day started and get kind of all my chores done out the way. But still, in this pandemic, I end up doing these chores like 3 times a day, I'm not gonna lie. Also, if you have your own place, you know, you kind of always want to keep it looking its best all of the time. Well, I do anyway. I feel like that's my inner perfectionist, constantly just wanting everything to be clean and pretty and presentable. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to be doing this morning before anything is just my chores. Let's open up this window. Anyone outside? Bitch, there are still people outside. No one listens in this country. I can't be arsed. Okay, bed is all made. I always like to make my bed kind of first thing, because then I'm not super tempted to just stay in bed all day and I can actually be productive. Although at this time, I probably will be getting back into bed later this afternoon for my quarantine nap. But if you guys didn't see on my Instagram, this is a new addition. Obviously, I know I just posted my flat tour and this wasn't included. It literally arrived the next day, which is so annoying. But it's my neon lights sign from Neon Beach Co. And it's just like a biting lip. It's just, I don't know, it's such a vibe late at night in my room. But on with the chores. So now we're like in the kitchen. I tend to like do my chores as I kind of walk through and what I see and stuff like that. So one thing I like to do is if there's any dishes and stuff left out from the night before, I just like to load the dishwasher and put the dishwasher on. I like to put things on that kind of take a while as like my first chore, if that makes sense. So like a wash or a dishwasher, so therefore I can just put it on, it's done, and I can move on to the next thing. But then we're gonna come back here and make some breakfast. Right, so like I said, got all the boring stuff out the way, just like cleaning the surfaces, loading a dishwasher, hanging out my washing. I actually didn't have enough stuff to put on a wash because I've been living in like the same sweats for like the past few days, or just like switching them out and like just washing them as I go, do you know what I mean? So oops. But yeah, like I said, it is a breakfast time. What's the time? It's literally 9:20, so it's already 9:20. Definitely time to put the kettle on. Oh god, it's about to start going and I'm still talking. I'll wait till that boils and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna have. As you can see, I've got a few more things out. Just boiled me kettle and making myself a cup of tea there. But I've got to be strategic in what I kind of have for breakfast. I booked myself a food shop last week because the only one available was Friday, which is in 3 days time from last week. So I had to wait a whole week and a half pretty much to be able to get a booked food slot. And every time I check on it, so much stuff just goes in and out of stock. So I'm gonna need to update that later today. But like I said, I did manage to actually go like out food shopping a couple of days ago and got some stuff, but some of it's already sort of like going out of date already, so I try not to have things for like breakfast and lunch that like I might need at a later date. I try and get all of my fresh stuff out of the way and then go for like the more long life frozen stuff like that. So sometimes I have like cereal and stuff, but I just noticed that my Cheerios are kind of running a little bit low and I want to savor them because I love them. So sorry if you thought that this was going to be another influencer breakfast of like avocado on sourdough toast or something, because we're having a bacon muffin. My muffins are literally about to go out of date, so I'm gonna lightly toast them, because when I have like a bacon muffin sandwich type vibe, I don't like it to be like crunchy. I do still like it to be quite soft. So we're gonna put some bacon on the grill. I've already preheated my oven. I just like haven't opened this yet, and I know bacon actually does have quite like a long lifespan, but I've got to get through quite like a lot of it. So for a muffin like this, I've got like the rashers. I just have like 3 rashers and then I can like cut them up and I've got enough and I'm not upset. And then I've got that muffin for another time, but I kind of need to eat that really quite soon. So let me put a few rashers on. I feel like I've put the grill on really quite hot. 1, 2. Pop that back under and let that start to cook away. And while that's doing that, I am actually gonna have a smoothie as well, because I've got a mango, like a fresh mango that feels like it needs to be eaten, and also I've got like a good dozen bananas that I need to get through. So a great way to kind of, you know, use up your fruit and incorporate it all together is in a smoothie. Got my bacon muffin, got my tea, and got my smoothie, which by the way, it tastes unreal, as I'm sure you can imagine. So next on my list is to turn on the TV and catch up on the Corona updates. Like quite a big breakfast, but I'm finding in these times, if I don't fill myself up in the morning, I am just eating, thinking about when I'm gonna next eat. So that's gonna have me like done and set for a while, and I'm feeling fairly full. I'm not gonna lie, literally after I finish my breakfast, it's been a couple of hours since the last clip. It's like 11 I think now, something like that. I nearly fell asleep. I was like, oh my god, like I'm suddenly really tired and I've barely done anything. But obviously, like I just said, I've just finished my breakfast. And you know what? I was thinking, what should I include in this vlog today to like keep you guys feeling productive and inspire you guys with like things to do while you're self-isolating. And I was just watching I Love Sarai's Instagram stories, and she just cleaned all of her makeup brushes. I was gonna do a makeup look, and then I remembered that I have so many makeup brushes that need to be cleaned that I just have neglected for so long. And if now is not the time to clean your makeup brushes, and if you're like me, let me show you. Like, I've got all of these up here. These ones are actually all clean, I think, from the last time. But then on my actual desk, all of these and all of these. So I just thought, if this was not the message that someone needed to clean their makeup brushes, do it now, do it with me. I'll show you guys what I use. I just thought there's no point doing a makeup look with dirty brushes that I've not cleaned for a disgraceful amount of time. So I'm just gonna finish up doing some chores, because obviously now the dishwasher has finished. It's literally just like a non-stop cycle, isn't it? The dishwasher's finished, so I'm gonna unload that and reload it with the stuff from breakfast. So that's all kind of good to go. And then, yeah, start cleaning my makeup brushes. And I think I might listen or try and find like a new podcast to listen to. The only podcast that I listen to is like the Call Her Daddy podcast. I love that one. The Impulsive podcast, I love that one too. Or what I really enjoy at the moment is cooking videos on YouTube. The other night I watched like 17 in a row and ordered like £100 worth of seasonings from Amazon because I got so inspired. So actually, maybe I'll watch like some cooking videos while I clean my makeup brushes to pass the time. But there you go, there's another couple of ideas. Find a new podcast, find a new genre of things to watch on YouTube that you enjoy. But yeah, like I said, time to finish up those chores and start cleaning my brushes. I feel like this is definitely gonna take up a good couple of hours of my time. So it's a great thing to pass the time with. Okay, you guys, you can see I've got all my brushes that need to be cleaned up here. There are going to be some unused ones in there. I don't use all of these brushes on a regular basis, but I just kind of put them all here and I'll separate them when I sort of discover them. but I've kind of put them into piles of like smaller like eye brushes, face brushes, and then all the ones in there are face brushes as well. I have like a little towel and stuff here to put them down to begin with, but I am just gonna put them on my windowsill over there. I thought that is the perfect place to like dry all my brushes because the sun is shining there as well. I'll just lay towels down and put them there to rest. I am gonna be using the Sigma brush shampoo foam. I do have 2 more of these, so I thought may as well use up these ones before I start using like household stuff. If you don't have a brush cleaner, using just a washing up liquid and an oil is really good because the washing up liquid cleans and then the oil helps condition your brushes so they're super soft. And now I don't want to be running water constantly because I have so many brushes. So what I like to do is I'm going to fill this up with warm water and just kind of like rub my brushes in there just to kind of utilize the water as much as I can, in the sense I've not got a constantly running tap. I'll just refill this as and when I need it and just try, you know, avoid a running tap situation. And I also have some gloves that I can kind of rinse the brushes on, and also just so my hands don't get completely prune-like and dry out because of all this soap. And my nails, oh my god, they're disgusting. But my nails are just really taking a toll. They're just getting super dry, so I'm just gonna put some gloves on as well. And for what we're gonna be watching at this time, this guy on YouTube is gonna teach me how to make a bang bang shrimp pasta, which, to be fair, we could totally make for lunch today. So I feel like, without further ado, ready, press play, let's go. You guys, so it's now 14:41. I started this at around 12, maybe like 11:45. Look how many brushes I've managed to do. Do you know what? I'm so pleased. I only used 2 buckets of water for these, which is good, but I have not finished. I've still got to do, they're all the brushes that like didn't need cleaning, but I've still got to do all of these. These are like my foundation brushes that I just think gonna need a bit more of a deep condition, so I'm gonna use the oil and the dish soap to do them a little bit later, but I definitely just need a break right now. I haven't actually had any lunch. I'm still kind of full because I had a little snack when I was editing. Oh my god, literally my brain. I'd had a snack while I was doing my cleaning, so I'm kind of went from a little bit hungry to kind of like full again. But it's, like I said, it is 20 to 3, and at 3 p.m. the quiz shows on ITV start. It's a little thing that me and my family just like love to watch. Really gets your brain going as well. I like to watch Tenable, and then it's Tipping Point, and then it's The Chase, so I could literally sit there for 3 hours and watch these quiz shows, but just gets my brain in gear. I just really enjoy them, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I am just gonna make myself a cup of tea, a little afternoon tea, and then I thought I'll watch a couple of the quiz shows, and then we will cook a kind of late lunch, early dinner. But yeah, then I thought we could just cook something together. So yeah, time to have another brew. Right, you guys, I've just sat down on my sofa, still in the same clothes, with me cup of tea, bit my cheek, with my cup of tea, and with my bickies. Love that for me, afternoon tea break. Sorry, can we just talk about the fact last night I made a TikTok. Literally, I had a couple of glasses of wine, was just in my kitchen. I've always thought that the BBC News theme tune was a fucking bop. Like, whenever I was at home with my mum, I'd always sit there like on the sofa, like doing that or whatever. So I just, last night, was, you know, there's that trend going around, it's normally to a different song, it's like normally to like, I'm losing it, and it's like someone doing a DJ. I just did it to the BBC News theme, and I kid you not, is this what going viral feels like? Because I posted it on my Twitter last night, literally not even 24 hours ago, like 18 hours ago, and it's got like 15,000 likes, which is not a huge amount on Twitter, but like it's still something, and like this BBC News reporter's seen it, and she's got like the same amount of likes on it as well. On TikTok, it's got 85,000 likes and 476,000 views or plays, which is like quite big for me. That's my 3rd TikTok I've posted. So do you know what? If anyone can go viral, you just have to sort of be a bit on the weird side and it'll spread. But and also I've just checked my DMs, and Lad Bible has DM'd me going, "Hi Rach, love this vid and would love to feature it on our IG. We'd credit your account. Does that work for you?" Like, sorry. What the fuck is going on? Honestly, I said it this morning, I think, about TikTok. It's so fun, especially with what's going on right now. I feel like everyone's on it just browsing and like needing positive vibes and just like something to laugh at. Just have some fun with it. But yeah, I'm about to sit down and have my little guilty pleasure of watching the quiz shows, get my brain a bit more in gear and get my intellectual intake for the day. And then I think the next time I film, we're gonna be cooking something. It's back to Rach's cooking channel, but I'm just gonna enjoy my tea and my quiz shows. If you guys watch these quiz shows too, can you let me know so I don't feel like a complete weirdo? I've just realized it's 6 o'clock and I haven't had a drink yet. Am I all right? Rosé, off. But I've been hit with a bit of a dilemma. I wanted to make like a prawn spaghetti that I told you guys about, but my prawns were frozen. They were like already cooked prawns that I froze because I wanted to keep them for a long time. And it says you have to, I didn't realize, I thought you could kind of cook them straight from frozen, but it says you have to defrost thoroughly in the fridge and then use within 24 hours. So I feel like my prawn cooking is gonna have to be lunch tomorrow maybe. I've got some like chicken breasts in the freezer, deliberately frozen, that you just put in the oven. So I might still make like a creamy chickeny pasta dish, and that's just gonna have to be my dinner. I still wanna do a cooking thing. I don't wanna just, you know, whack a pizza in the oven, although pizza sounds so good right now. So yeah, I watch these recipes and follow these recipes. Oh, also the wine is just sat there and I haven't poured it yet. But yeah, like I said, also, sorry, I'm still in the same clothes. That should be enough. Like I said, I watch these cooking videos with all intentions of following their recipes, but I don't know, I season things and do things my own way, so I'll just let you guys know how I get on with that. But I think it's now gonna have to be a creamy, chickeny, spicy pasta situation. So that's what we're gonna do. Right, so I finally made a decision on dinner. Indecisive queen, it's just a part of the quarantine things. So I found this. I've got the bird's eye chicken breast, southern fried chicken in breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna cook both of them because, I don't know, they're quite small and I feel like I might make enough to eat again for another meal or something like that. So I'm just gonna cook them both, chop them up and see. We're not gonna have spaghetti anymore because, like I said, I want that for the prawns for lunch tomorrow, so I don't wanna like overdo the spaghetti. So we're gonna have pasta bows instead. And then we're also gonna add some peas. Some peas in there. I love a creamy chickeny pea pasta dish, so that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna make my own kind of creamy cheesy pasta sauce. So I've put the oven on and I'm gonna whack these in. They take 25 minutes. Pasta doesn't take that long, so I'm gonna put like a timer on for 10 minutes, and then that will mean there's 15 minutes left for them, and that's kind of when I'm gonna start the pasta. Whew. I feel like, I don't know, I can just pop these in now. So pop the chicken in. I'll put a timer on for 12 minutes. Hey Siri, set timer for 12 minutes. Thank you very much. So while that's doing that, off I go. Back at it again. So I can smell the chicken cooking. I'm gonna turn it over. Oh my God, I think it just escaped me. Turned them over. I've got some water boiling here. I'm gonna put some salt in the water, give it a little mix. And then I like to put the amount of pasta that I think I'm gonna want into the bowl straight away. I'm gonna cook about this much pasta. I'm just gonna pop this into the water now. Peas, I'm gonna microwave them and then just drain them and add them into the sauce and stuff when it's all kind of got going. Right, back we go to keep ourselves entertained and maybe fill up my wine a little bit more. Right guys, back in the kitchen. The peas are cooking. The pasta is coming along. I don't want it to be like too overdone. I like mine al dente. So I'll give you a little sneak preview of what I'm gonna do for the sauce. So I've got some salt and pepper. I'm gonna use some garlic oil, Nando's Perinese. Oh my goodness. Obviously because I'm using like southern fried chicken, I thought this would be really good to throw into the sauce, and I'm gonna add some cream cheese as well. No idea how this is gonna turn out. Fingers crossed it is good, but essentially, obviously, when the pasta is done, I'm gonna drain that. When the chicken is done, I'm gonna get that out and chop it up on there. Peas done, I'm gonna drain them. I'll be able to add it all into here, give it a stir around, and show you the finished result. Okay, the chicken is done, peas cooked. I'm about to drain this. God, I can't do this one-handed, but draining the pasta. So there really is no method to this. I'm gonna give it a bit of a drizzle of oil, hoping this is gonna help to make it a bit more of a sauce. Gonna give it a drizzle. Ooh. A squirt of the Perinese, added a dollop of cream cheese, and I'm gonna add in, oh my god, I can't do this, but I'm gonna add in some black pepper as well and give it a stir. So it looks like this. Just had a taste test, tastes amazing. So now I'm gonna add the chicken, add the peas, and plate it up. Guys, so this is what it looks like, and when I tell you that this is just so good, it's so delicious, used up a ton of like, you know, stuff that I had in the freezer and pasta. So my camera actually just died, so I had to charge it for a bit. So I've eaten a bit of the pasta now. Oh my goodness, so good. But I feel like that's kind of it. It's the evening now. This is the remainder of the bottle of wine. I'm not gonna lie, I seem to be getting through like bottles weekly. Let me know if you relate and can relate. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill. I'm watching the news. I'm just gonna drink my wine, finish my pasta, and probably edit this video. Do the remaining chores that I started the day with. For example, clean the remainder of my makeup brushes and load the dishwasher and stuff like that. It's literally just like one giant cycle right now. So it's good to mix it up each day. I feel like tomorrow maybe I'm gonna do a makeup look or something like that. Make sure you're following me on my socials, on my TikTok now. I'm gonna try and keep you guys entertained and giving you ideas and motivation as much as possible through this time. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a day in the life, show you that I'm not doing anything exciting, just like you guys. I'm doing everyday chores, just making the most of a difficult situation. And yeah, all I can really say is that I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really hope you guys are staying safe, doing your part, and staying at home. Learn a new skill, play with makeup, play with art, do a puzzle, learn how to do the splits, do stretches every day, do yoga. There are endless things to do, which I know seem boring and not really what you want to be doing right now, but you know, our health is our wealth, and the sooner we abide by the rules, the sooner this will all be over. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish on that note. I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.